Are we really recording? We're recording. We're at 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 5, 6, go.
9 seconds. Oh,
Hello.
hello.
Are you ready? Oh, we're ready.
As ready as I'm gonna be because I have a whole mess over here.
We haven't even said anything yet.
Hi,
Hello,
FlossTube.
FlossTube. I'm Jenny.
I'm Nancy.
And together we're the Bougie Stitchers, though we're not together today. Which makes me really sad because
Oh, wait, hold on. Because it says I had to say okay.
Yeah, okay.
So now it's okay. So now it's recording.
Maybe.
I'm Nancy.
I'm Jenny. We're still the Bougie Stitchers. we usually try to be together, but today we're not. And it's because it's cold.
I think this Jenny was gonna help me organize my craft room, and guess what?
I pushed. I mean, I felt horrible because I really pushed hard for those ladies to get to, last week one was sick and she had whatever she had and she did not need to share it. It was fine, like stay home. But I was like so sad because I was 100% sure we were going to be done with inventory like by Wednesday. And we were done by inventory Friday. Friday we were done. We're starting to set the store up. We got the new merchandise inventoried in now that the end of year inventory is done. Anyways, whole process. I think I worked like 4 days this week though, because one of the ladies' dogs is being neutered and she needs to take 3 days off. I feel like the worst dog mom ever because I like lost it with Walker. I scheduled his appointment. Steve was hunting. I didn't care. I mean, I picked him up that night. I came home, gave him lots of mom snuggles, and put him in the kennel the next day. Like his kennel, like, right? Because he can't move around a lot. He can't lick anything because he's got the cone on in his kennel. I mean, I came home twice during the day. Anyways, not dog mom of the year, I guess is what I should say.
Well,
so what do we have? We have moments of gratitude. We always start. You know what we should do? We should just do a quick recap of who we are, because maybe we have new followers. I mean, we're at the 5,000 mark and we've been there forever, but maybe, maybe somebody might be new and not know who we are. Well, I'll start.
I'm Nancy.
I'm Jenny. Oh,
we got balloons. What was that?
What was that? I don't know.
Congratulations.
Apparently it was a happy day. I don't even know what that was.
It has emotions?
I don't know. I probably clicked a button trying to figure out how to record this thing. But we are, well, we've known each other for forever. But we took up cross
stitching. Jenny's the oldest.
I am oldest. You can't probably tell this is not blonde, it's white. But
mine's gray.
Yeah, I don't know. We got the same mom. I mean, we are similar in looks. We're not exactly the same, but
we have the same parents, Jenny. That sounds bad. We have the same mom.
Well, we do have the same parents. I meant like, because I look like mom, right? Like,
yeah.
If you took a picture of my mother and took a picture of me, we'd be like twins.
It depends, because sometimes David and I look just like this. I mean, we look just similar, except for I'm a girl, and he's a little bit skinnier than I am. So, but sometimes we look like the Addingtons, sometimes we look like the oldies. So it's like,
that's true. But during the pandemic, we took up cross stitching.
Yes.
Right before the pandemic, Nancy was teaching me.
Jenny took it up.
I did, because before the pandemic, Nancy was teaching me to quilt. Her mother-in-law taught her, and her mother-in-law was a fabulous quilter. And so and I'm still a really big novice, but then I had foot surgery and I was like, I'm not sitting, because I had to keep my foot elevated for like a month to 60 days, depending on the healing of it. And I was like, I'm not sitting here. I cannot sit still and not have something to do. So I went to Michael's and I spent like $3.50 with my military discount and my Michael's coupon and all the things. I bought this little kit, and it is, let's just say I didn't do a very good job of counting. I like to blame the Motrin that they had me. Anyways, I don't know. And then I retired from the military, and Nancy's like, we should do a FlossTube. And I will just say this, I was 100% sure my sister would forget about the FlossTube. And so I was like, okay, sure. And then we moved. I retired. Steve retired, my husband, and we came to back to Wyoming. And Nancy's like, when are we doing our FlossTube? And I was like, she remembered. And we have shared our adventure since. So this is number 59 for us.
And
I'm
Jenny's a talker if you haven't figured that out.
I am. I have 2 boys. We're empty nesters this year. One's in college in Virginia. He's a college swimmer. He's getting his master's because of COVID. He got a 5th year. And my other one is at the Air Force Academy, and it's his 1st year. And just to make it so people know, the Air Force Academy is a university. It is an accredited university. It is a college, and he declared his major, and he will hopefully be a civil engineer in 4 years. That's the plan. Who are you there, sister?
Well, I'm Nancy. I also
No
have
balloons?
2 girls.
No
No balloons. I do have 2 girls. One is an emergency dispatcher here in town, and she's working right now. And the other is a nursing student down in Colorado. We have a dog. He might show up here in a little bit. He went blind here a little bit, so it's sadly it's kind of funny. But I mean, no, it's not that I don't love him. I was army crawling underneath the porch, not yesterday, the day before, because he got turned around under and we have a bigger porch, so he got underneath the porch. So I had to go underneath there and get it. Yeah.
The adventures with him now are fun. I mean, we're going to laugh about them. Just to say that we will laugh. And your husband is a sheriff's deputy.
He is.
And you are doing what now?
Well, right now I'm driving school bus.
And I love it. I think that is, you got your CDL. Like, that's hard. I cannot even imagine. And I would be totally scared to do that.
And I have high needs medical, and I have high needs students on there.
Yeah, so you got the special bus.
Do I have a short bus? I love it.
I would want to drive the short bus, though, to be honest. That big bus.
Believe it or not, the short bus is a little bit harder because it doesn't weigh as much as the big buses. So I have had to back down a hill a couple times.
But the one adventure that I've loved, we've got this bus driver that always took the football players here in Sheridan, and I don't know, she's like our age, maybe a little older. But coming home from one of the games, it had snowed here and the roads were icy, and so all of us parents, I think it was one of the championships or one of the games, anyways, we all followed her into town, and she did cookies. Like, she spun the bus around in the high school parking lot. Like,
wow.
I was like, wow. I was a little nervous, but I mean,
haven't done that yet.
I wouldn't recommend it. It scared the crap out of me. All right, so that's who we are. We're on this adventure. We share a lot. We do share cross stitching. We do share some of our quilts, mostly cross stitch. Every once in a while, we'll pop some quilt stuff in. All right, so we live 90 miles apart, and we like to be normally together. This was something that, like, if we were together, we'd spend 2 days together a month, just recording FlossTube, hanging out, maybe having lunch with mom, but it doesn't always work out that way.
Because it's really, really cold here right now. I think everyone else is getting it too. But we were like we were minus 30 something, and that's not even with wind chill. Although the wind hasn't been horrible. So we're very fortunate.
Yeah, we had wind on Friday, but
we've had wind, but just not horrible wind. I mean,
but you're on a prairie. Like, you're on the high prairie.
Yep.
And we're next to a mountain, so all right, let's talk about cross stitch. We always start with a moment of gratitude. That's my Oh, I have one. I wanted to be thankful for fresh starts. Everyone talks about January being, resolution, New Year's resolution, things you're going to do. But I just think in January, it's a clean start. It's a fresh start. And like the store, we totally took the store apart. We counted everything. We've cleaned that store top to bottom. We broke the vacuum again because Christmas is tough on the vacuum. So we had to go buy a new vacuum, and it's good. Like, it just feels clean. It feels fresh. We rearranged the furniture. We're putting up new displays, bringing out some old inventory in with the new inventory. It just feels good. And I kind of feel that way about my 24 and 24. It's a new start, and it feels good. So I'm thankful for that opportunity and to be able to do that, because to me, it's important. It's important to think about thinking and think about what you're doing and be aware of your situations. So that's what I'm thankful for.
Okay, believe it or not, I'm backing out on you, but not purposely. I was saying I'd be thankful for the 24 and 24 because I can truly focus on just 2. And I mean, I only have 5 days as my goal to touch it for 5 days. So I've done very well, and it's been easy for me because I don't have to worry about stressing and getting it done. And I'm just thankful for that.
Good. I think so too, because I mean that's I think gonna be my focus today because I mean, after we talk about our moment of gratitude, we talk about our FFOs, which I have two that should be done today. But because I was really focused on what I was doing, I didn't spend a whole lot of time in my craft room um this week. And I don't know why I didn't work a lot on Monday. Oh, I know why. I'll tell you why on Monday. But I always have Mondays off and I just and Steve works, so I spend a lot of time on Mondays in my craft room and I did not. But I've got two that I'm gonna hopefully get done this week because I have Monday and Wednesday off this week. So no FFOs for me. Do you have an FFO?
Not an FFO, but an FO.
Oh, good, because I have three.
Oh, I only have one, so you can go ahead and go.
Okay, so my first one I have done, and this is part of my 24 and 24. My first project I want to focus on is hands-on design polar plunge. And
We got one done.
I did this morning.
Nice. I was gonna get it done, but I'm working on a baby quilt, so.
Oh, well, that's important too. So
But
this
I'm gonna
is
scrap over and start over.
tell me if I'm not in focus.
You're good.
Good. So this is the one I chose to start with. I have all six and I have them, the five of them you can get at any retailer. You should be able to get at any of your favorite retailer store. 1-2-3 Stitch. Stitchy Lanes sent me a whole kit with the, so if Stitchy Lane also has them, you can find her stitchylane.com. She sent us the whole kit and the floss to go with it. And so Nancy got her patterns from Sarah Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
And so my first one I did was the walrus.
That's cute.
He is done. I was gonna change out all the red, and then I really debated last night. I was chatting with Jane from Running with Scissors, Jane and Julie, because she's again said red is hard for her because she worked at Target and she's got PTSD from it. But I was gonna make my red brown and like put pine cones in it, and I thought I think this would be fun downstairs, in the bar, on like Steve's liquor bottles.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be fun to put down there.
Where?
On that back wall where Steve's liquor bottles are, those shelves
Yeah.
of liquor bottles.
But remember, you don't have to, but I bought those boards for us.
No,
I still can't find mine.
no. So I'm gonna put them on the boards,
Okay.
and then hang on 2 seconds. Sorry, I'm gonna pop off the camera and see if I can find this quickly.
This is where I'm supposed to film. I have no idea what to say. Oh, she wasn't on very long. Good.
Not very long. At work, I bought these,
Oh, that's cute.
and I'm gonna restring them because I bought some for my January exchanges that because people wanted winter.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, oh, these would be cute in a dough bowl. And then I thought, I'm not going to put them in a dough bowl, but I bought them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to unstring them because I restring the other ones because they're kind of, she's had them for a while and she was going to take them out of her. So when she takes things out of the store, we can have first dibs on them. So I've got a few of these and I'm going to restring them in here with the boards.
That's cute.
So that's I haven't got it fully developed, but that's my goal. So I want them done for next Christmas.
Okay.
So Nancy bought the boards for us. I've got it all kitted up here in my Jasmine bag from Rebel Stitcher. It was one of her quarterly boxes that she did when she first got started. I got everything cut up, and I might, while we're watching football, while we're watching the games today, I might start another one. Or I might do something.
Go ahead.
Well, that's it. That was my first one.
Go ahead and just do your results. Like I said, I only have one.
Okay. The second one I got done. One side to the other. Is my piece. Oh, let me show you the pattern.
Good job, Jenny.
If you go back a couple of videos, you'll see Nancy has to have it this way. So this is my pattern. It's from.
Oh, you gotta take it and turn it a little bit.
Can you see it? I don't have it out of the plastic.
Yeah, you can see it good enough.
Okay. But it's my smalls exchange.
I haven't even started mine.
I did some color changes. I picked a fabric that is way out of my comfort zone. But
Because your number one picked that out, right?
he did.
I kind
But
of like it. It's kind of different.
in all fairness, this was the packet. I got this from Hobby Lobby, and I have a couple ideas on how to finish this. I don't really want to share because I want, if, I don't know, maybe somebody watching will get it. But these colors. So I'm gonna do.
You know what you could do? You can make whatever you're gonna make, and then you can make a project bag out of that stuff. Good match.
I am gonna do a project bag, and this is going in the project bag, and that's my bag that I'm gonna give away.
Nice.
That's my thoughts. So,
okay.
but it was done, and I had to change one of the crabs. You see, the crabs are two different colors, but this color is like almost the color of the fabric. So I made them purple instead. I mean, they're cartoony, right? So I know crabs aren't purple. I know there's blue crabs, but I thought, it's fine. It's fine. So I finished that one because that was important to get done. And then my second, oh, no, that's it. Oh, my third one is a model stitch. And that's why, yeah, that's why last Monday I did not come into my room because I wanted to get the model stitch done. And I won't share that because I was excited that I was asked to be model stitched by Annie, the proper stitcher. And so this is the second time I've done it with her, and
very good.
It's so fun, but it's back with her.
Jenny's stitches are very precise.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be enjoying this hobby, but I find that I'm not. I'm really kind of like, I'll take something out if I've got a hoop on the back. Like, I need to stop that crap. But I can't yet. I have a couple times, but not all the time. So this was supposed to be my learning to give myself grace. Sometimes I don't know. It's the military in me. I don't know. All right, what do you got, sis?
I have the zipper plug. There it is. I only have one. So a bunch of us during the ball got together and we decided we were going to do one of these Erin Elizabeths. This is a free one, actually. Oh, sorry, I probably shouldn't show it. This is a free one. You can go find it on our website by all means. And then I bought a couple, but I don't have any turkey. I only have one turkey.
So this
is, yeah.
So you keep a dough bowl out all year and you change it seasonally.
Yes. And this is my finish.
Oh, he's cute. Did you just use scrap fabric or do you know which fabric?
Nope, I just would have actually this might be an ornament from Fortnite Fabrics. I just grabbed what I had. And I messed up Nancy style. This is the wrong color, but I left it because it worked.
Yeah, it worked.
And then the white doesn't show up. If you guys can, there's little white things right here.
Oh, you can see it.
But that's it. So I'll get him finished up here pretty soon.
You're just gonna make him into a pillow or stand up?
Just probably a pillow. So a bunch of us got together and we all decided to do Erin Elizabeth, and there's all kind of things that we went just whatever one we wanted. So that's what I did. And then I also have another one that Angie with Hoopy Hobbies doing. It's the Halloween bar one. So
I love that one.
That one is somewhere in the 24 and 24. So that's when I'll do that one. Unless I told her I'd do it with her. She's doing a different one. So I'll spend 5 days whenever she pulls that out.
Okay.
I think she's doing Whip Go. Yeah, whatever it is. So you might see it, you might not. I don't know.
There's a lot of different people that have different boards. I'm really excited about this 24 and 24. Now, 24 and 24 was Pam from Pam and Steph Just Keep Stitching. And she's got 24 starts in 24. And she's got specific days throughout the year that she's got these 24 starts planned. We picked 24 patterns, whether they were whips or starts. And we are just going to focus on the 24. So my second January 24 and 24 is Let It Snow.
I left mine upstairs and I'm not going to go get it because I only put like a day in it and you can hardly tell.
Okay. But we are doing this with our friend Stephanie Eisenhower. Mm-hmm. She's a local stitcher here in Sheridan. Oh, can you see it?
Sorry. No, it's all there. That's better. It's a Barbara Anna.
It's a Barbara Anna's Let It Snow. And if you'll see on these, am I showing these flowers and her dress are like orangey, and they're orangey red, which are Nancy's colors, but not mine. Because I have a perfect spot. I think I showed it our last video, the perfect spot for it. And it'll go like right up over here.
Okay.
Wait, I can't there, like right where my finger is with my boo-boo.
Okay.
Anyways, everything is called for. It's 32 count Belfast raw linen. And you see I changed my flower to blue. So my goal was to get this side done, because this is like half the pattern, and then to go to this side. So I might work on this during the games today, or I might pull it out to keep it by my
Who's playing today?
I don't know.
Oh,
I mean, I know Steve told me, but it's like one of those, okay. Okay, I'm gonna stitch. I'll be down there. And I do watch football. I do enjoy it, but it's not something that, yeah, you know.
yeah. I like football too, but it's like, I'm
I
not
don't
like
have to watch it. Like, I don't have to watch it, but if it's on, I enjoy spending the time with Steve and watching it. All right, what you got?
I too have the hands-on design, and I started with the polar bear. My thing's moving.
Yep.
Did you see that?
Yeah, because you've got it focused on speaker, so it's going to focus on.
Oh,
It's a setting you can set.
well, let's work on this. Hopefully it works. And I don't know where my board is. I just had it. And I'll probably get this done. Maybe I'll sit down this evening and get the bottom done, so I will have a finish, hopefully. Because I just have the very bottom.
Now, what size of fabric did you use? 32 count?
Yes.
I think mine's
And
20.
then this isn't a Nancy style thing. This is all wrong.
Okay, slow down a little bit. Why is it wrong?
Because it's supposed to be white right through here, and I did the gray, but I'm gonna leave it.
Okay. I didn't even notice it.
But
you really got to pay attention when you're doing that, because like the way it's set, the pattern is set up in the back, you know, it's like holly leaf / stone hedge or whatever. You're like, I did it this morning,
yeah.
and
like Jenny, mine's all kitted up in this main bag that our friend Missy gave us when she was visiting us. And look, I even pretend like I was organized.
You gotta slow down a little bit. You're gonna make a seasick.
I was gonna say I am even pretending like I'm organized.
I like it.
There you go.
All right, what else? Oh, the other one I have is my quilting bee. My goal is to put
Whoops. Do I need to shut that off? Hi ladies. Do I need that you or me?
I think it's me.
Okay.
But I don't have, Steve's not here, the boys aren't here, so I don't want to shut my phone off. But they're sharing their quilts. So this is the Quilting Bee by Erica Michaels. So the stitching group that we're all in, I thought we were all doing it. And I just went in and I ordered the fabric, the floss. I'm like, I'm just doing it. And I picked 32 count, which at the time didn't even stitch 32 count. But I was like, I'm gonna do it.
Jenny, Emma's gonna come through the door, just so you know. I mean, it's Emma, but
it's fine. We'll say hi. But Julie and I are moving along here. Hey, baby
Emma,
girl.
do you want to be on our FlossTube?
Just shake your head and wave.
Just say hello.
Hi. Aw.
She's gonna go upstairs.
So this is where I'm at.
Oh, good job, Jenny.
Yeah, so my goal is to do like a block a week, but I think, and this is one of those things I'm going to think about.
You want another one?
You have more. You know, the fox one is on your sit challenge thing.
It is not.
Yeah, it is.
Look at.
Oh, he's adorable. I love that you guys took up. I did not take up crochet.
I did not. I bought the stuff, but that's all I did.
My goal is just to get the border done to make sure I have enough space. And then this blanket of a piece of fabric.
Why don't you cut that off? Yeah.
Well, because I just got here last week.
No. Okay.
And so I was gonna go down today, maybe go down. This is another thing I might do while we're sitting downstairs, is just count this down on this
Jenny
side
is much faster than I am.
to make sure that I've got enough this way. But I'm using the called for colors. I think I really thought it through and not bought the floss when I would have darkened the colors a little bit. But anyways, I did not. So I'm going to stick with it. And my goal is to do a block a week. One block. Spend like a day or a day and a half on it. So I think I got to say, I feel bad. Sorry. Let me just turn this way down. I won't know where my phone is next time, but that's all right. All right. So that's all I got for whips.
That's all I got because I had to make a table runner for the block cabinet upstairs, so I put a candle on it. So I had to make a table runner kind of to give it a layer of safety. So I did that.
Okay.
And now I'm making this baby quilt. So
Who's baby?
my my aide on my bus. I don't like to call them an aide because they're really like my eyes and ears in the back with the kids. So I don't like to call them an aide because it's like I call them my second.
Very nice. So, all right, plans. What do you got for plans?
Hold on. It's just gonna be noisy. Sorry, guys. Plans. I don't really have any. I have to finish that baby quilt. I need to do my 5 days on.
Let it snow.
Yep, let it snow. And then if I get done, it's probably me
this
now.
is annoying.
Sorry. Oh no, I lost you. Did I come back?
Yeah, you're here.
Okay, I tried to shut the ladies off. Sorry, I didn't do it. I will get that done, and then I'll work on the snow. And then if I can have time, I'd like to get that hummingbird done. It's just been a pain in my arse. So
I see. Hang on 2 seconds. Maybe if I shut it off here, then it'll be one less beep for us. Oh, technology. Steve says I should put the clip on of me this morning trying to figure out how to do this side by side. It's a
you
setting.
have to censor.
You gotta, yeah. I don't know. I might not. We'll see. All right. Well, my plans are to do Let It Snow. Continue to work on that. Continue to work on the quilting bee. And I've got the retreat stitch for the flat fold. I said I wanted to do the class because I really was looking for other techniques. So I'm at least gonna get the fabric pulled, the border stitched, and then I think I'm just gonna pull a couple motifs in it from the pattern and just add some things. Because I don't know, it's not really, mermaids and beach blankets aren't my thing because we're mountains and but I thought, well, it's nice, and it was very generous for the.
But we are gonna be able to put our foot in the Gulf of Mexico, which will be a first for me.
You actually are going to put it on both sides of the state, because when we go up to we're on the Atlantic side at Steve's aunt and uncle's, and then when we go down to the beach, we're on the Gulf side. So
nice. That's gonna be exciting.
Yep. So we've got a retreat in February that we're all planning for, and our so it's Beach Please. There are still seats available. So I think they're shooting for 100. They're almost there, but there are seats available, and I think it's super exciting. There's some big names. Emily Call is the featured designer. She's got some great trunk shows lined up. But if you're interested in this retreat, just pop over to Thread Thy Needle Stitchery. It's Stacie Clark. She's a friend of ours. She's hosting it down in Florida. And right now I'm so excited to be anywhere warmer. Anytime it's above 0 degrees right now, I'm excited. So that's
you have to put long johns on, 2 layers of socks.
Oh, I know, right? So I look like farmer, like lumberjack today with my flannel on, but I was like, oh, it's okay. All right. Haul.
Oh, I have quite a bit of haul.
I have hardly any, so you go first.
Okay. I got, anyone recognize this?
Ooh, Cedar River Linen and Design. So pretty.
She sent me extra.
Ooh. Is that 18 count, Ada?
No, this is 20.
Oh, I don't think I've ever stitched on a 20.
And she's coming out with some new colors, guys. I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
Here's the red. And one more.
Yeah, show me the red again. I was trying to put this thing on silent because it was driving me crazy, which I'm assuming.
Here's the red. It's showing pretty true. It's a little bit brighter, but
So it's a little like it's a brick red.
yeah, like a cedar tree, like when you cut a cedar tree. And then the green.
Oh, I like the green.
I like the green. I've never have find the right thing to use the green yet. So that's kind of on my goal list to work on something that I can use the green for.
I have
Right.
I have a piece of green that green. It's not called green. It's called something different. But I have been looking for the perfect pattern to go on it, and I think I found it. It's the beaver, the unicorn.
Oh, the one that Jody was working on. Was that the one?
Jody.
From Trixie Tricycle.
Was she working on it?
I think if I'm thinking the right one.
My friend Leslie is working on it. Hang on, I'll see if I can find the picture of the last update. Maybe it's
Hey, ask her if she wants to be my friend, because I don't think we're friends.
And I don't know if she has Facebook.
What about Instagram?
I don't know. Anyways, it's called the unicorn, the peacock, the unicorn, and a badger. It's a big full coverage, but I thought instead of doing full coverage, if I got a dark green piece of fabric, I would only have to do the things and not the
dropping things.
But that'll be in 25 because I'm not smalls for exchanges. My 24 and 24.
We got off though, but so this is my pattern that I got from Stacie's place. Someone was doing a salad. I'm like, I'll do it. Must have been drinking that day because I know I'm gonna do this.
They don't drink.
I mean, I might, but not today for sure. Then I got my coloring cotton for January.
Ooh, that's nice.
And it doesn't show this one's a maroon and this one's a yellow or a brown. But maybe back here.
Yeah, they show. You just have to slow down a little.
I never slow down, Jenny. And look, Jenny, we can't break them.
So those of you that don't know, we had pointers. We had a blue one, and it's been with us for 2.5 years, because but then we got a red one. But for the love of us, we broke the blue one. Like the finger was gone.
So you can't break these; they're metal.
Perfect.
And then, just because I think it's gonna be fun, I don't know what we're gonna do with them. I bought these.
Oh, those are fun.
I know. And I bought McKenna Jesuses. I love silly things like this. So yeah, we'll figure out something to do with them.
Well, we got to figure out our table giveaways for February.
I thought we were doing those things I have. Okay.
No. Well, we'll talk about it later.
Okay. Yeah, and then I bought McKenna these little Jesuses that I wanted to hide everywhere.
I'm sure she'll appreciate that. Is that it?
Then, oh. Yep, and I just have a Happy Mail from me and the exchange.
Yeah, I do too, but let me do my. So here is my first one. So I'm into Stitch Me, 28 count. This is Into the Veil. I love it. And it's pretty true. But I think I'm like, I started out in her 32 count, and then it was too tight for me when I started. I guess I've been in her club for about 2 years now. So I think I might ask her now to switch me back if she has room in her 32. We'll see. She's really pretty good.
You like 30? You like 32.
I'm just starting now to really get into, and I'm kind of liking 36, but I don't want a bunch of 36 fabric. And then my Rebel Stitcher, my quarterly.
Mine has not come.
Well, I thought it was funny. I've got 2 in the mail from her, and the status said, one said it should have been here yesterday, but with the mail, I don't even know if our post office guy came out because we live out in the country. I don't even know if they came out yesterday. And I'm okay if they didn't. Like, the nothing in that mail is what I need. I'll get it on Monday or Tuesday. But this one speaks to me. So if you've not got your quarterly, if you're not part of the quarterly needle minder club with Rebel Stitcher, look away.
I would look away, but I also saw her.
Someone else posted it on Facebook. So I love pie. I love cake. Like, don't get me wrong. If it's a carb, it's going in my mouth. But look, these are mine. These are antique. These are pie vents. And I thought it was really funny because there was when I found them at the antique store, when I found them at one of those local stores here, this lady was like, and she was like in her 70s. She's like, "What is this?" And I was like, "It's a pie vent." And she's like, "I don't know what that is." And I was like, "You stick it in your fruit pie, you make a little hole in the top, and then you put your pie crust over it, right?
Mhm.
And it vents. So your pie," she didn't know what it was. I was like, "This is your generation, lady."
Hmm.
What you old people used to have to use. I thought it was funny. Maybe not. Maybe just for me. Anyways, when this came, one, I love ravens. I love blackbirds. This just
Do you like ravens or do you like crows?
so when I was a squadron commander, we were the Ravens up in Alaska. And ravens are very sacred in the indigenous culture in Alaska. So they speak to me.
Because ravens are antisocial, which was me, and crows are social, which is Jenny.
Yes. But in my mind, they're all a blackbird. I mean, they're
Right.
not the same, but they're not a blackbird. But I don't discriminate against them. Like, I love
Oh, no.
ravens, I love blackbirds, I love crows. Like, I know some people think they're menaces, that's fine, but in my mind, I love them. So, anyways, that was that. I mean, that there's been a few that she has put together that have made my heart, but this one really got to me.
I thought you were gonna be excited about that one. I like it too, but like I said, I haven't got mine yet, so I'll just show mine next time.
Because we're both in the club, and then I'm in her cottage garden threads club. And I'm
Yeah, I was gonna ask how that was going.
well, like, that was the thing that was supposed to be here yesterday. And it didn't get here because we didn't get mail yesterday. Like, it's not, I'm sure it is going to be here, but like I said, we didn't get mail yesterday. It was like -27 here yesterday. I don't want the mailman out in that. So, all right, happy mail. I have 2 happy mails. What do you got?
I just have one.
Okay.
So you go ahead and show one of yours.
So, because I'm stitching for Annie, and I guess the practice, I say I guess, I don't, the practice, as Annie explained it to me, is for the model stitchers to get paid to stitch the models. And I refused. Like, you are not paying me to, like, I feel like it's an honor. Like, I feel like
Right.
she's trusting me with her baby, and I mean, and I get to stitch something that I may or may not have wanted or gotten an opportunity to stitch, and I got to help her. Like, I helped her, and that to me meant more than anything else. But so she sent me this.
Nice.
Lovely.
Did you make it?
No, it's a Farmhouse Needleworks bag.
Oh, okay.
But it
I've
has
never gotten one of those.
I haven't either, so I was excited. But it has a thread bed.
Oh, with a little organizer.
Yeah, I thought this was genius. So let me just do this. Let me see if we can, so if people are interested. Can you see it?
No. Up. No. I'm even looking through my bifocals. No. It looks blurry. You'll have to attach it in the body.
All right, I'll put it on the bottom. I'll put the information for the bag and her. She's on Instagram and Facebook. So it's one of those, I thought I'd go out and follow her, but Annie loves her bags, and I don't know, it's just a beautiful spring. Like, these are like, the color palette was similar. Anyways, I really loved it. Loved it. So I was very thankful that, she sent me this. And then I have one more. And it's my exchange. So do you want to do your exchange, or you want me just to finish my exchange and then
You can just finish yours.
Okay.
You're on a roll.
I'm on a roll. We do every couple of months, Sandy from Stitching with Sandy, and it's SANDI, not a Y, hosts an exchange. And if you go onto her FlossTube, you will see when she'll tell you when and by what time you have to send her an email to tell you on exchange. And then, you get like a month to stitch, and then you've got to send it. So she expects a small, like, and then you always get, people are so generous. They always send a goodie. The only thing you're supposed to send is the stitch, but people have been so generous. So this is mine. And
Oh, up a little bit. He's cute. Is it
He
like
is
a
cute.
container?
Yes.
Oh, it's one of those. That's neat.
Yeah, it's genius. I don't. So this is what I love about exchanges. Like, you get things and you're like, oh, that, like, brilliant. I'm going
Yeah.
to, and this is like paper. I think it's paper on the inside. I don't know. And it's a great finishing idea. And I don't know that I would have ever come across it or thought about it, but I love it. Yeah. Then she also included this little ornament.
That's cute.
And I got this, I'm not really sure what it is, but it's a chain.
Huh. I don't. What does it say it is?
It's an embroidery kit.
Oh, okay. Could you pull it out, maybe?
Well, it's on a chain. Yeah, I just didn't know. Like, maybe
Oh.
if somebody knows what it is, if you could leave it in the comments, well, I would appreciate it. And I got some needles, 28 count, which is what I use.
Nice.
And I
28 count seems to be like the
got 28 count.
because I can't find them.
Well, I think it's just because you can use it in everything. And then
I do.
she sent this little container. Probably keep my
Nice.
needles in it. She sent these things. I always share these things.
I like those.
I do. So they're supposed to be used to go around your floss, or not your floss, your bobbins. Stitch. That's what their intent is, but you can throw them around your Q-snap, around your fabric.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I like them for. And so Emily, one of a local lady here who's taken up cross stitching, we got to sit with her mom Cynthia. At Crazy.
Okay.
Her daughter lives here, and so she came into the shop and she was asking about Q-snaps and hoops, and I'm like, come borrow one of my Q-snaps and see if you like it before you buy it. They're not
Yeah.
expensive, but sometimes it's just nice. Like, that's the great thing about retreats, is you get to meet people and learn about how they do things, and you might learn something that works best for you. And we've been in many social circles with this lady that had me. Her name is it's Devi, Devi. I think that's how she says it. But she sent me blue and anyways, it was a beautiful package. I loved it. It just made my heart sing, and I've been dying to like put it out since it's snowy.
You'll have to help your dog. So I've been cleaning my craft room, and so I kind of have a little mess, but Mater's all lost. So mine's from Penny, and Miss Penny sent me this beautiful card, this beautiful box.
Slow down.
Don't do anything slow.
I know, but try.
But that's gonna go up in my tray.
Okay, hold still. That's
beautiful.
That's a great stitch.
And then just some little extras, a little hoop.
Ooh, that would be a nice finishing hoop.
And then look at this, watch this. It's a measuring tape.
Oh, that's genius.
And then a threader. And then I wanted to get to this right away. A pattern. I've got to remember to start sending patterns. I really like them because you get different ones that you might not, think.
Yeah.
And I'm not done. And some floss.
Fabric or floss?
Fabric, floss, you know what I mean. And then a needle minder.
Well, that's pretty.
And then like 3 or 4 little gems in here.
Oh, that must be nice to put on your thing.
Yeah, and you guys will laugh. I don't know where Norfolk is. I think it is not in the United States because it has I don't know where it is.
Norfolk?
Northwest Virginia.
No, it's
Virginia.
not. It's not. So I don't want to give all of her information, but it's Norfolk, and it had to have a Emma's gonna figure it out for me. It had to have that it had to, sorry, I don't know where my phone is, Emma, right now. It was they had to have the
Slow down,
piece
you're
of
making
paper-
these.
sorry. I gotta make sure that next time we do that I freeze mine. I don't know how to do that either. But it had to have that piece of paper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So maybe can't, I don't know, but
Maybe
it's really
Canada.
fun. Maybe.
That's
It-
the
it's
great
real-
thing, right?
Yeah.
You meet new friends, you get to send things. I don't know. Like, I just love them. I love them. So I usually always do Sandy's, and then I usually do Stacie's. So, but Stacie's will send a little thing out, and then you actually, Sandy, you just stitch. Like, she'll say you're stitching flowers, and so you know you're gonna get something with a flower on it. Or this time we were stitching snow or snowmen.
Mhm.
So, all right, shares. We did not do shares last time because it was kind of like around the holidays, a lot was going on. But this time I've got one share.
And because we're not together, these are all gonna be shares too. Julie gave us some shares, and I just had some extras of other things.
So we're gonna do more than what I've got planned?
No, but we're gonna put those in our thing.
Oh, okay, perfect. I'm just doing one.
Okay.
So I thought we'd stick to one or two, maybe three tops every time we do it. Is what I thought we'd do. But this is a bag. And the key word is literally bag, B-A-G. And what I'd like you to do is, if you would, answer the things that, I wrote the question down. Okay, what tools do you put in your stitching bag? Like, I have a small bag of things that I use for every project, and they just stick in my stitching bag because sometimes I misplace them, but I always have an extra needle minder. So this is stitchinglane.com. She was very generous and gave us some needle minders. So it's a needle minder. I always have hand cream, because my hands get so dry. I've got a coaster, something I can set my drink on, or the thread bed type thing, and some paper. And those are things I love to have always with me in case I need to write something down, or in case I run out of floss, I need to make myself a note. Some people use their iPads, but these are things I always keep in my little stitchy bag. So we thought we would put together a little stitchy bag and we'd send it away. And so that's our giveaway this time. It's our share, not our giveaway. And please remember that if we will never ask you.
Oh, Western UK. Emma looked it up.
Oh, United Kingdom.
Mhm.
Ooh, look at you. That's cool.
Oh, this is Mater.
Hi, buddy. I got Walker sleeping down here and Jack's out on the couch. All right, so we not always. We usually do what we call our BFF, and that's a floss tuber that we've been watching or following or just started following or might have just found. But I've been watching a lot of whip parades just because I think it's amazing and fun to see the growth in people's choices. And one of the things that I found really great, so we thought we'd talk about connecting with our BFFs. And there's I don't know, like, we were sitting there and I was watching Laura from Lala D Stitches, who was talking about something she was doing with Lori up in Canada, Lost in Stitches. And they were talking, and then I whipped over to somebody else's, and she was talking about stitching and Kate and Stitches, cross stitch Kat. She's in Minnesota. She's a social worker. I was watching her whip, and I'm gonna get everybody's name wrong at least twice before I get it right, so I apologize. But she was also had a connection and working and pulled out her whip that she had, because they were doing stitch-alongs together. But so these three women in three different parts of the country, one not in the country north of us in Canada, are all connected, and they've all been our BFFs at some point. So I just thought it was really neat. Like I thought it just warmed my heart to see these women connected because I think connecting in our community is important. And there's lots of opportunities to do that with Zoom, with, just maybe calling somebody, doing a FaceTime with somebody. There's Zoom calls set up. Our friend Angie does across the pond stitching where once a month, I think it's once a month, you can
Mhm.
on a Saturday, you can hop on and she'll send you the Zoom information. It's free and you can meet other stitchers in other countries. There's a bunch of UK ladies. And then
Sandy has one.
she's on the second and fourth
Yep.
Sunday. I think it's second and fourth Sunday of every month. She hosts a Zoom and you can get on and meet people that way. If you don't have a local stitching group like we do, and we don't have a local stitching group, but we have like 5 ladies, 5 or 6 of us. I never know the count. Because I always forget to count me or I always forget to count Emma. Like one of us is going to get forgotten. I'll be like, it's Becky and Amy and Julie and Nancy and me. Or I'll say, or Emma. And I'm like, well, who's the last one? And Nancy will go, it's you, dumbass. Sometimes I forget me. But anyway, so there's 6 of us. We all get together and we like to stitch together. We like to do things together. They have a little easier. They all live in Gillette. I live in Sheridan, so I don't always get there. But it's a group that as you see, we chat a lot about our projects. So that was what we wanted to do today. Just make sure, don't be by yourself. Pam and Steph do a great hashtag, and they like to connect local stitchers. So if you want to do that every Sunday night, Pam and Steph come on, and they have a hashtag, and it connects local stitchers. But
And
don't be
sometimes, yeah, and like Jenny was talking about, don't be afraid to do that because sometimes they don't have anybody. So if you really want to get connected, put it out there, and Pam and Steph will help you. They only pick one a month, so you might have to do it twice. Or but I mean, you'll get on there and you'll connect, and now there's like all kind of groups happening.
Yeah, and so I, kind of not totally plugged in because I'm new to the community, but Stephanie, we met her through our FlossTube, and I'm going over to her house on Thursday night, and we're gonna sit and stitch. And Emily, I met Emily, but then I met her mom. And Emily and I hope we get to stitch sometime because she's a new stitcher. Her mom taught her to stitch a long time ago, but then she's a new stitcher, so she,
Her mom does beautiful things.
her mom does great things. Cynthia does beautiful stitching. So there's that. So, that, and then there's a lady up at the VA. She got all of her aunt's cross stitching stuff when she passed, and she wants to learn to cross stitch. So I told her, I'm like, hey, after the new year, so I got to get a hold of her. Let's stitch. I'll teach you how.
And then there was a lady, I'm gonna slow you down. And if I was good with names, I would remember. She said that Kate Hayes was gonna invite me to her group, and I would love to be in your group, but I don't remember your name. That's how I work. So if you want me to be in your group, just invite me. I love to be invited actually too. I know that's really silly, but
Nancy's neurons don't connect always.
Nancy's not a social person though.
And it is not old age. Nancy has MS and her little infusion sometimes. You can tell when she first gets her infusion because she's like on it, and the further away from her infusion, the more sometimes we have to pull Nancy back. She'll be like, "Oh, it's a great idea. Let's go TP somebody's house." We're like, "No. That's 14-year-old Nancy, not 47-year-old Nancy."
Not bad, Jenny.
Ken and I speaking of translators.
Yeah, or we always have to have Emma around to translate for her. All right, so we wanted to talk a little bit about our quilt chicks and about our quilting. I've got like 3 or 4 under my needle right now that I've got to get. One I've got to get done for February, and the other one.
Did you get your challenges done? Did you get your challenge on your board?
Got all my challenges done last year, and my challenges for this year are right here.
Are they in ink?
Well, they're never in ink, but I photocopy it and I send the photocopy in so they can't be changed.
Mine's still in pencil.
Mine's in pencil, but like I said, when I photocopy it, I can't change it because the photocopy goes to Deb or Zan. But I'm gonna quilt my chicken quilts, quilt 1 and 2. I'm gonna quilt and bind, so that's my first 2. Mel's quilts, I'm gonna quilt and bind, so that's 4. And then Steve and Joe, I'm gonna make them camp quilts, for when they go up to elk camp, and those I have to be complete. Like, so I'm gonna have to yeah, but I mean, I have to make a big one because they sleep in sleeping bags up there. But it's nice sometimes because the heater, I guess, in the tent's really hot, and Steve's just been taking the ones out of the living room, and I'm like, don't do that because what if somebody took it? I'd be like mad because they leave it up there, you know, for like a month.
Ah,
I mean, I've generously for the last 2 years allowed that to happen. Oh, and then my two bonuses are on Cloud 9 quilt and the block exchange quilt.
and that's my bonuses too. I don't know where my thing is. I don't know if it's upstairs where up here where my where I store my challenges. But I have a baby quilt on the number 1. I have a it's a duck something. I just found it as a scrappy log cabin looking thing on one. We can talk about it more next time because I don't know where it is.
All right. Yeah, we've got to get you to stop zooming
Yeah,
in on-
sorry.
It's okay. I didn't realize that we were doing it until later. All right.
I don't get balloons.
Wow, I did that. That was hilarious. I was like, oh, balloons. All right. So Wheel of Doom. It is, what is your best life lesson?
Dang.
I got one. I'll go first while you think about it.
Okay.
Never say never. I just think when you give yourself, I'm never going to do that. I'm never, like, I was like, I'm never going to marry a guy named Steve. Oh, I'm married to a guy named Steve. And we've been married for almost 30 years. I don't know why I said that. I remember saying that once. I'm never going to do this. I'm never going to do that. Well, half the time, most of the time when I say I'm never going to do it, I end up doing it in some form or fashion later. Or, oh, I would never eat that. And then somehow you find yourself in a situation and you're going to eat it. And you're like, maybe that's not so bad. So I've just never say that. Never say I'm odd. I'm never going to crochet. Well, maybe someday I will crochet. I just don't want to do it right now. You know, so never, like, I'm like, oh, I'm not joining that. Nope, I'm not going to do it right now, but I'm never going to say never because never's a really long time and, you know, you could do it.
So mine's a little bit different, but I'm going to piggyback on never say never. I was never going to marry a truck driver. Our stepdad, he was a truck driver, and our biological dad later in life was a truck driver. But I didn't like not being home on time. I didn't like that, so I'm like, I'm never going to marry a truck driver. David and I, when I first got married, he was a truck driver, and we're thankful for them by all means. But yeah, I'm just never going to marry.
It's a tough job too. So
I think my lesson I learned, and it was a hard lesson, I lost a job over it. I played a practical joke at work. And it just escalated. Like, it started little and it escalated. So one of the lessons I learned is never know who you're joking with if you're going to joke with somebody. That'll probably be my lesson.
Yeah. It's like sometimes you don't really understand the second and third order effects of something.
Yeah.
I've had that. I mean, I'm not lost a job over it, but I did have that where I've said something and suddenly it sent a wheel in motion. And I was when I was a group commander. So I was a group commander and I was like, no, I was like, I want to understand this. And next thing I know, there's this whole plan and money about to be spent. And I was like, no, I don't want that done. I want to understand it. Like comics, like I need more information, but because I said something, and by the time it got filtered through the ranks, this poor airman is down there doing something that I would never have wanted that airman to do, except I wanted to understand it because it came into my ear through somebody telling me what we didn't do because we weren't going to do it. And I was like, well, I need to understand it. And next thing I know, this airman's getting sent off to do it. And I'm like, that's not what I said. Like, I want to understand, like, you know, there's always two sides of the story and the truth is somewhere in the middle. And that's what I didn't understand. I'm like, I need to understand it because I was ignorant. And I'm like, I need to know, I need to be informed. Anyway, so yeah, there's always second, third order effects of words and actions. And sometimes they're not always easy to see. That was kind of a heavy note to end on.
Yeah, it is.
Well, that was the Wheel of Doom. I will make sure that one is hidden.
Not a bad one though.
Emma says that's not a bad one.
That's not a bad one. I mean, because I always want people to learn from my mistakes for sure.
I've done a lot of them.
I know, right? Like, I mean, I'm sure there's many more to come in my life, but I want people to learn from my mistakes. So that's where I'm at. All right. Well, what'd she say?
I don't know.
I said that's why you network and talk to people. Like
Yes, yes. Oh, and I have to tell you, one of my NCOs, his daughter is in Skills USA. You want to know why? Because I saw the red jacket.
Really?
Yeah, I like went on and said, "Oh my God, I was so excited." So
Is actually the Skills USA jacket because Vika and FCL or not Vika, FCCLA is also red.
no, because when I asked him, he said it was Skills USA. It's not. I don't know that she had a red jacket on because she was going to the conference. So I don't know if it was her personal red jacket or if it was. But anyways, it was just neat to see. And so what made me think of you, and then I reached out and he's like, "Yeah, it's Skills USA." So. All right.
Skills USA is an organization through the high school and colleges that just with working people, and that they're from nurses to welders to mechanics, anything that is like hands-on that you are working with. It's an organization that helps promote that.
No. Yes.
Yeah,
Emma said no, but
yes, but no, that's not how you explain that at all.
would you like to come over and explain it? And we'll be right here. I think Skills USA is a good thing.
It's a great thing.
To go over and explain this.
Please explain Skills USA.
So Skills USA is partnering with business leaders or different organizations and the students, whether they be post-secondary or high school, and post-secondary being college, and that's non-ordinary college students or non-typical college students. And we're partnering them to be job ready day one or champions at work. So everything from the soft skills to the industry skills that the people in those industries want.
That's important though, because not everyone needs to go to college. Not everyone needs to accrue a debt for a degree that you're never going to use. I think that's important.
We need workers.
We do. My godson, his dad's a lawyer, his mother's a nurse, and they were really upset that he chose not to go to college, but he wanted to be an electrician.
We need those. We like our lights.
We need them bad, and I mean they make big money.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of had to talk his parents off the ledge because they were very disappointed. But once we got to I was kind of like, well, let's think of it like this, like this, like this, and then it kind of changed a little bit. But it was rough that first few months when he wasn't signed up for college and he was signed up. I mean, he's a journeyman now, like he's making money, like he's not. He's off his parents' payroll. Like I think any successful parent would tell you that's a success story. They're not on my payroll anymore. Because I got 2 on my payroll still.
I just have 1.
Yeah.
But I think she's forever going to be there. And it's okay.
No, it's not. Because you. All right. So that's what we've got. I don't know how long this video is because we're recording on Zoom and not on our other camera. So, but normally we're together. But the other thing we like to do, and this is important for us, is you need to go straighten somebody's crown.
Yeah.
You need to go reach back, bring someone with you, call somebody, get in touch. Maybe it's the day that they just need to hear they're a fabulous person, or that their work was beautiful and appreciated. So just find that person, straighten somebody's crown. We would love to connect with you on Instagram, Facebook, here in our chat down below. Leave a comment. We do comment back and forth, and know that we appreciate you and we love that you've liked and subscribed and spent some time with us, because there's a lot of people to spend time with. So with that, happy stitching, and we will see you in a couple of weeks. I'm going to pause the recording.
We should be singing like Jane.
I know, Jane does great.
Nice.
That's what I do.
All right. Until next time.
Until next time, happy stitching.